If you want to watch the whole show exclusively on odds.com, just hit the link at the bottom of the screen. Okay, I'm not making a move on it. Let's move on to the next spot here. We are on the 405 games, and it is the Jets Seahawks. We don't have much. We have the Seahawks as 8-point favorites, but no totals have been put out. Let me see if I can refresh this. Really, no totals? No totals. No totals. So we have the Seahawks. How is that 8? No, sorry, that's first half. That's why. No, that's full game.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
I thought the Seahawks were going to be double-digit favorites here. Interesting. Dan Kelly, by the way, Cowboys team total over 10.5. Second half, live bet. So they should be going for it on fourth down every time, so there will be scoring. Jay-Z says full game is 13.5. That's what I thought. I thought it was, like a big spread. Thank you, Jay-Z. Let me just see. Yeah, I've got – okay, sorry. I don't know what's going on there. I've got a 13.5-point favorites for the Seahawks. It's total at 47.5, and it is juiced to the under at -120. Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington, 47 Fahrenheit showers, 7 miles per hour. Jets 0-12 on the year. Seahawks 8-4, 5-1 at home. Jets coming off their 12th straight loss, 31-28 at home to the Raiders. Bebsie talked about Greg Williams' decision for the all-out blitz, the inexplicable all-out blitz with 5 seconds left. The Raiders at the Jets 46, needing a TD to win. This guy is just nuts, man.
If you think about it, it's actually genius because if they get the sack, and they're going to be like, oh, my God, what a ballsy play. If they don't, they still get Trevor Lawrence. So it's a win-win for them.
And that's what Dan was saying. Dan was saying that he's got a lot of friends that are very happy with the decision from Greg Williams.
He's a hero right now in New York.
Yeah. Darnold, 14-23, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ty Johnson came in after Frank Gore took the hit to the head with a concussion. Ty Johnson looked great. 22 carries for 104 yards, 1 touchdown. I actually didn't like seeing it because he's going to take a bunch of snaps from Frank Gore. Jamison Crowder led the receivers with 5 catches for 47 yards. Gore left with a concussion. Right guard Greg Van Roten left with a foot injury in the first half, didn't return, and that foot injury is done for the season. Ashton Davis also left with a foot injury. That turns out to be a season-ending foot injury as well. So Van Roten and Ashton Davis done. Seahawks coming off shocking 17-12 loss at home to the Giants with Colt McCoy at quarterback. Seahawks' first home loss of the season. Russell Wilson, 27-43 for 263 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, was sacked 5 times. He was holding the ball for too long. DK Metcalf was his favorite target, catching 5 passes for 80 yards. This passing game needs to come up with another option other than Metcalf and Lockett. Everybody's trying to focus on those two, and Seattle's got nobody since Greg Olsen got hurt, especially. David Moore and Freddie Swain combined for 1 catch on 3 targets. Wilson's passer rating over the past 7 games, 93.5, and they've gone 3-4. He had 13 touchdown passes, 8 interceptions over that span. In the first 5 games, his passer rating was 129.8 with 19 touchdown passes and 3 interceptions. Chris Carson ran 13 times for 65 yards. We cashed that over. It was kind of tight. It was like 58.5. After scoring at least 27 points in each of the first 8 games, Seahawks have topped that mark just once in their past 4. Ken Norton Jr. deserves a lot of respect for how he's turned around the defense. He sure has. But the offense is a problem now. Seattle lost offensive lineman Jamarco Jones to a groin injury and key reserve safety Ryan Neal to a hip injury. They're both listed as questionable, but there is good news. Quarterback Quinton Dunbar expected to be back after missing 4 games because of a knee injury, and Brandon Shell expected to come back after missing 2 games with an ankle injury. Cedric Ogbui and Travis Homer are listed as they were out last week, listed as questionable this week. Here we go, 13.5-point favorites for the Seahawks against the Jets.
I just think it's too many points. The Jets have been covering. They're not a good football team. They're a terrible football team. But there's guys on that team that are playing. And, Sam Darnold, I can't wait to see him in another uniform. I hope he goes to a good place because I believe that guy is a good quarterback. You see him do it in spite of the fact that he has very little weapons. He's not had an O-line for most of his career, and his fucking coach is Adam Gase. who I fully believe he is only being kept around to complete the tank. There's no way that if this guy has a job in the offseason, it will absolutely blow my fucking mind. So the Jets can cover. That's too many points for Seattle. That's been very underwhelming. They're coming off a loss to the Giants. And as much as I think, yeah, maybe this is a wake-up call, and now they're fighting for that division now. They're tied with the Rams. I can see them maybe balling out this week, but yeah, I feel like I say this every week. It's too many points, but I can't put money on the Jets.
Yeah, understandably so. What do you think of this total? Dennis likes the under. I cashed on it last week, and I'm hesitant to go back to the well, but it's sitting at 47.5, and that's juiced heavily to the under.
If anything, I like the over. I don't like going against you and Dennis, but I just don't like the under in this. I feel like if there's a team where Russell Wilson should get back on track he was a front runner for the MVP for the first 5 or 6 weeks of the season at least. Mm-hmm. If there's a game for you to get back on track, it's this game. Who's going to cover Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf on the Jets? Who is going to get after Russell Wilson outside of Quinnen Williams? But the problem is Quinnen Williams is an interior D lineman. He'll get up in Russ's face, but Russ will just get outside. So, yeah, I don't like the under. Kudos to both of you if you want to play it.
I didn't. I wasn't going. I just said I cashed on it last week. Oh, Dennis's look this week.
Yeah, Dennis. I mean, I get it, and you know, you have great looks week in and week out. I just can't get on that one.
All right, Mr. Fun Monk says I think it's too many points, but I just can't.
I think it's too many points as well. 13.